Alright, it should be open now. Hi,
I'm
we are
scared
back
out
doing
here.
this again because we have no lives. Anyway, so yeah,
Hey,
we actually went into this thinking, let's actually bring up a topic. So anyway, food.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Whopper, 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 Whopper.
I wanted to bring up the topic of food because I'm currently snacking and I love food.
I mean, I
Um,
literally put Cheez-Its
so
in a
same.
cup and just snacked on them earlier because I was like, you know what would be great right now? Fucking cheese.
fair enough. I eat
Yeah.
cheese raw sometimes too.
Well, no, it was
I
Cheez-Its,
like how
but
we I like how we went from food to cheese again for
cheese is
like
a
the
food.
Yeah.
second.
I mean,
I
to be fair,
know.
cheese is a
But we
food.
talked about cheese last time, which is what I'm trying to get at. It's just funny.
Yeah, also, I'm letting this over
Anyway,
that
go
people wanted to watch
on.
know.
Um, yeah. So I'll introduce the topic once I get the okay from Michaela because it's like a very generic topic.
So I was trying to type "We are live" in that server, and because this is funny, and I just want to bring it up, and I accidentally typed "We are lice," which But yeah,
Oh my God.
so first let's introduce each other. So, Ashie, you are our token straight white Canadian friend here.
Mm-hmm.
That's your role here. You're here to serve as the buffer, so it's not all American.
I'm just delegating. That's all.
Uh, and yeah, we also have the channels in the description. Arthur, time for you to introduce yourself.
I'm Arthurian legend, or otherwise known as Arthur. I'm transgender, so
Yeah,
um,
it helps us describe which way you're going on transgenderism.
yeah, I was gonna get to that. Shut up. I go by
Also, your
he,
camera
him,
is
they,
so
them.
fucking laggy.
I know.
It's
I'm
fucking
looking at the
amazing.
stream and I'm like, damn, it's so bad. Any case, I go by he, him, they, them. And I will send it over to you.
Hi, I'm Michaela, aka Mage Gear. I am a trans femme lesbian, and yeah, that's basically all you need to know about me. Because hang on, let me stand up, and now you have the rest of what you need to know. But yeah, food. It's a thing that we all eat, unless you have a problem with food, and at which point you don't eat it. That was a terrible
Yeah.
intro.
That was
edit
horrible.
that. Okay,
You
let's go.
So my
Horrible.
topic for the day is like what's your favorite place to eat in your area and why?
Right. So, as Arthur knows from the time he spent down here, my favorite place to eat down here is Subway.
Oh, good choice.
Yeah, so the reason behind that though is because for like $10, I can get a sandwich that fills me up for like 6.5 hours. Which there were times back when I worked at the movie theater, I would be eating, going into work, and not eating until an hour before my shift ends. So I'd be standing
Mm-hmm.
all day for like 7 hours not eating. So it became a very good choice to just go to and just do. But I actually had a bad experience lately because now I work at a furniture store called Cane's, and I ordered online, and the driver fucking canceled the order. So I didn't get my food. But it gets better. So then I order again and just say, I'll go drive and pick it up. So I get there, I get my food, I rush back to work because, I want my fucking food. I
Right.
opened it up. I was like, oh, this is only half a sandwich. That's okay. I can still eat it. I open it up. It's not the sandwich I ordered at all.
Oh,
And that
jeez.
has upset me so much that I just haven't eaten Subway again. And that's been it's been a month since then.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the other Subways in the area are too far away for me to reasonably drive to. If I want Subway, I'll just go back to that one eventually. And it's not necessarily their fault, but it is their fault at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love Subway, and if I can't get Subway, then and this is on fast food part because there is another whole bit other than fast food that we can easily go into, but for sake of not talking for an entire hour and taking up all the time myself, which I could easily do. No, not a problem. I think we all know that. But yeah, Subway is my go-to for fast food. For not fast food, I don't really know what I would want to do not fast food because it's a tie between Steak and Shake, Chili's, and Olive Garden. Like, it's a mix between all of them. If I'm feeling like, if it's like closer to midnight-ish, Steak and Shake all the time.
Obviously.
If it's...
I don't have either 3 of those restaurants in Canada.
So...
You're missing out.
Now I gotta explain all of them. So Steak and Shake...
Well, I know what they are. I've never had them before.
Oh.
I was about to say.
But yeah,
I had Olive Garden in 2018 when I went to Florida, and it was the best food ever, but I had a very bad tummy ache after because I can't eat American food without feeling like shit.
Yeah. And that's something I got accustomed to is just that food because for a while I just ate my own food and didn't eat out, and then me and my family started going back out to restaurants, and I was like, oh, did I always have this horrible feeling after? And no, it was just the fact that we just hadn't done that in so long. We got used to just home cooked meals. But yeah, Chili's is that more go there when it's early or you're in a rush. It's not quite fast food, but like you go there when it's cheaper than Olive Garden. And Olive Garden is that once in a while, this is a nicer type of thing done, and I just get plain pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With white
Oh,
sauce,
I had to
right?
ask, what the fuck is Bojangles? Like, I was in the States and I drove past like 20 of them, and I'm like, what is this?
That.
I can explain
that. I can explain that. So Bojangles is basically like KFC or Popeyes. They have chicken, or fried chicken for that matter. They do fries. They have biscuits. I think they have mac and cheese. I'm not sure. But, like, it's decent chicken for the price. I had it while I was at the airport. Well, I don't know. I don't know because I was at the airport when I had it, so I don't know the actual pricing. But I will tell you, it was a really good experience.
Right.
For airport food?
See, for airport food, anything is better than nothing.
That's
so. I
there
will
are some
admit
foods
that.
horrendous.
I will admit the Five Guys at the airport I went to made me sick.
Michaela, on the stream,
videos all went out.
Yeah, our videos all went out.
Oh shit! Oh, is it back? Let me know when it gets back, because I think I just did that with window capture and it kind of just cut it off. Let me know if it comes back. Because if that's the case, then that means I can't do anything on my computer while we do this.
You can't do anything on your computer while you do this, probably.
Yeah,
there we go.
Okay. So because I wanted.
That's why you get 2 screens. No, I'm kidding.
You little bitch.
So
no, that's completely valid though. Let me go ahead and just open it on the tablet then, which is convenient because I just have it like right next to me.
I have my desktop here with the chat, so
yeah.
I have like a split screen of our faces and then the chat.
Yeah, I'm just kind of in here to kind of monitor it, and because I just want to have that there, so if anything pops up over on the chat on the computer, I can quickly go over here and go, let me take care of that.
Your status. I want chicken nuggets.
Yeah, I was sad yesterday. I wanted chicken nuggets. My favorite thing to eat in my fucking town is chicken nuggets. Okay?
Same. Well, somewhat.
Doesn't matter where they're from. They're all good.
So anyway, with food though, what is your favorite home cooked meal though?
Oh
I
my
never
god!
got to answer what my restaurant was, but that's okay.
Oh shoot! Yeah. Go no. Go back.
So, like Michaela was saying, or Mage Gear, whatever you want to call her, I am an avid lover for Olive Garden.
Oh yeah.
The singular reason being unlimited breadsticks.
That's like going Red Robin's for their fries. The only difference I would say between Red Robin's and their fries and Olive Garden and their breadsticks is that the breadsticks at Olive Garden are actually good. The fries at Red Robin are just par. They're okay.
So the Olive Garden here actually has unlimited sauces with it.
Mm.
Ooh. So you get like you can get like this white sauce. It's like an Alfredo sauce. That's like got Parmesan. It's really good. It's got like Parmesan cheese and stuff. Then there's this garlic dip, and then there's this marinara sauce. That's really good.
See, I don't remember if they had that down here. Do you remember?
No, they don't.
They didn't. Okay.
Not in Florida, no.
Yeah, no, I can't remember exactly
they have it up here,
everything. But yeah,
because
oh,
when
hey,
I
look
went
at that.
for my
We already
birthday,
have a new subscriber. Someone subscribed.
Well, when I went for my birthday last time, that's when they had the unlimited sauces. I don't know if they still have them or not, but it was really good.
Yeah, I don't know if they saw that either. But yeah, and I just want to say this real quick to anyone in the comments. If you want to leave a comment to say, hey, what about this thing? We can easily engage with that as well, which is why we all have the chat open, is so we can also kind of engage with that and see if you guys can bring any other topics in, because that helps us. Because we're not always going to have topics. We can talk, because if we followed Distractable's guide, we would always have topics. Because it'd be very easy to do something. And I have thought about doing that type of style with like one person being the host and the other people giving their stories. That way we can kind of really shake things up a little bit. That way it's a different set of things each time. Yeah. Because I think that would be helpful, but like I don't want to copy their format because that's what they do. I kind of want to have our own thing.
Yeah.
Also, don't mind me just licking my lips.
Yeah. Also, when I was down in Florida, I fell in love with Steak and Shake. So I'm going to be on her with that one. Steak and Shake all the way.
Yeah, so
fuck McDonald's.
Steak and Shake's fries are really good. And that's the thing I gotta say about them, is that their fries are really good.
They do it right. Like, they don't put too much salt on it. They don't make them greasy. They add just the right amount of like they don't like, so they don't over salt it is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. And the thing is that like I remember back before COVID, which Steak and Shake used to be 20 times better, which is why I can't just say that's my favorite restaurant anymore. It used to be Olive Garden, Steak and Shake. They were equal. And then Steak and Shake dropped so much, and I had to relearn how to love it in a way, because it went from being a 60s style diner to where they brought out the food to you. They took your order and everything. It was beautiful. It had that classic feel. And even when McDonald's and such were rolling out their touch here to order stuff, they didn't, because they didn't need to. Their business was derived on having really good food and having a 60s style diner appearance to them and feel to them. Mm-hmm. And they still have the look of it, but the feel isn't there. And what I mean by that is the fact that, A, they don't go out to order to you anymore. They just say over a microphone, hey, your food's ready.
Yeah, there's a kiosk now.
But they also got rid of some of their stuff. Like, they used to have garlic Parmesan fries.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
They got rid of it.
Yeah, they got rid of that. They also had a garlic Parmesan fry burger. It was amazing. Me and my dad, we would always go. Me and my mom and dad, we would always go to Steak and Shake like every other night at some points. And then some points it was just like every other week or every week, because it was really good food at a lower price. Like, I mean, I don't know if you remember how much it was when we went there, but like, take that and cut it in half.
It was pretty decent price.
All right, cut that by like 1/3, and you have what you would get for all three of the people that were there.
Yeah.
Hi, Gion. I don't know how to actually properly pronounce that, but I know exactly where you came
Jones.
from. Yeah. Yeah, no, so as I said earlier, I joined a lesbian specific server, and I just said, hey, these are my plans for tonight. And people were like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. But yeah, so here we are.
Hello.
Are we gonna go to
Kind of
that
want to.
favorite home cooked meal topic?
Oh, I
Oh,
was
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say
yeah.
yeah, we could do that, but I wanted to kind of to, like talk about my experience with Florida, but that's
Oh,
okay. We
yeah,
can
yeah,
go to that
yeah.
first.
No,
Yeah,
because,
talk
like,
about that.
talking about your experience with a place is so much better. It's why I want to go places because okay, Jay. It's just because it brings so much more life, and it's why I want to travel the world. Just because, well, other than just seeing and experiencing so many other cultures that I couldn't do that years ago. Like, because you gotta remember, back like 1 to 150 years ago, there was no way to really travel the world.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Oh, you're so sweet.
we really need to get a template so we can exactly because
Yeah, yeah.
oh yeah.
I know.
So one thing I will say is that now that there's a person commenting, I actually want to go over the rules again and just
Yeah.
like explain the
The
pronouns
like
again.
gist of the yeah.
So you guys tell your pronouns because these people
You
already know me.
yeah. I'm author. I'm
Words?
can't say my name.
Yeah,
Arthur.
no, you really can.
I go shut up. I go by he, him, they, them. This is Ashie.
Hi, I'm Ashie. My pronouns are she, her. I came with the default settings of humankind, so I'm straight and I'm Canadian. So I'm not special.
Valid.
I'm not special.
And you know me from the server. I go by she, her. But yeah,
Thank you. I'm trying my best
Use
here.
your
My
words.
tongue is tied tonight.
Obviously. But yeah, no, do talk about your experience down here, because, like...
So, like, when I got there, like, the first thing...
The first thought you had was, oh my god, it's so hot.
Yeah, I was not used to the heat. It was very, very hot when I got down there.
Also, I'm going ahead and painting my house while you talk, don't worry.
I'm used to cold temperatures.
Well, we live further north than
I'm
y'all are
used to cold
really far
temperatures. North. I'm used to cold, I'm used to rain, and I'm used to snow. There was none of that there.
Well, I mean,
obviously not.
There
was rain, it's just not cold.
Like, it's not like cold rain. It's like warm rain.
That's the worst kind of rain.
Yeah.
Rain.
Oh my god.
You get used to it though.
Yeah, I could probably get used to it.
You got used to it within a day.
Yeah. It's like when I'm in AC, then I can like sort of adjust to it. Like in any case, when I got down there, it was really nice experience. I will say the food is probably a lot better quality down there than it is up here, because I don't know what we do with our food, but it's just disgusting.
I know.
Well, you see, Florida has that bit of DeSantis special. Man, he's an asshole, but he helps the food taste good. No.
One thing I really liked about Florida wasn't necessarily the twisty treat or whatever that was. That was good, but
pictures, by the way. You got ice cream all over your face.
Yeah. I liked the fact that it was more technologically advanced than where I live.
What do you mean by that?
Because like the sign, so like up here we don't have like those LED like displays for street signs or anything here.
Oh, I know
What?
exactly what you're
So
talking.
it's like
So
it's
let me
all
explain
old
that part real.
fashioned.
Let me talk about that. So you know how there are signs that will say some of our signs light up. Like we have our speed limit signs lighting up now because we have such a problem at night where that happens, and all of our highways have digital things saying, "Hey, wind advisory, silver alert."
So it's like
Amber
one of
alert.
those overhang things that goes over the whole
Yeah.
highway.
Yeah,
We have those here too.
We don't have those here. You just have
That's because
plain old metal
you live in a
signs.
poor state.
We have plain old metal signs. I mean, to be fair, we have a lot of Section 8 housing where I am, so it is
Yeah.
pretty broke for a state.
But yeah, no. But it's also that you also just
What
noticed that there was a
else?
lot to do down here, and it's just specifically the area that I live in is more of a city area. Like, if I want to go to a theme park, it's a 40-minute drive.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The beaches
For me, it's
were
like
nice.
an hour and
I mean,
40 minutes.
Yeah, you
the beach
did like
we
the
went to
beach
was really nice. It
until
was
you
really
stabbed your
nice.
foot.
Yeah, that was my knee, my leg. Actually, I cut
Your
it.
leg, yeah.
Funny story. She was pushing me in the water, and my
Yes, I
leg
was.
scraped across. My leg scraped across a rock at the bottom of the seabed,
Which we did not know
and
at the
I
time,
didn't.
by the way.
We didn't know. And then when I got up to the beach, I was like, "Why is there?" Oh, and I look at my leg. I'm like, "It's bleeding. Holy shit, it's
Yeah.
bleeding!" And
That
I
was the
had
thing
to
that was like,
wrap a
I felt
towel
so
around
bad at
it.
that point. That's when I started feeling bad about it. But like in the moment, I
Yeah.
was just like, "Get fucked, nerd."
Yeah, it was fun, but like, did not like the fact that I almost well, I didn't really drown, but like, I felt like I was going to drown
Yeah.
just because of how hyperactive like the situation was.
Yeah.
Oh, when I went to Florida to the Amelia Isles last year, I stayed at a resort, and after like getting dressed one morning, it was like maybe 7, and I wanted to go watch the sunrise. I went out to the beach, and I'm wearing like shorts and a tank top because it's already like hot as fuck. And I go down to the beach, and like as soon as the sun started to rise, I could feel the heat like triple. It was like
you can feel
penetrating me. I was like, oh my god, I gotta go back. So I pick up my stuff, and I'm walking back, and these like workers at the resort were setting up for an event that they were having. And the beach entrance is just like a ramp that comes down the back of the resort. So I'm walking up the ramp, and these really buff, tall guys carrying these huge tables were like, oh my god. Good morning. I was like,
whoa.
You were getting hit on by some Floridians? Wow. That's rare.
That's sad.
That's
I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Back away.
Yeah, like,
my boyfriend is sleeping. Go away.
Yeah.
Merry Christ! No, I'm kidding. Like,
That's something that's definitely odd.
You.
And like your stay was also just extended because of weather reasons. So like you got
Yeah.
for like 4 days.
So I got an entire I got like an entire extra week because of the fact that upstate there was a
Also, I just want to say my dad just came in to give me
giant
food.
snowstorm.
So I am going to sit my
giant...
camera off because I got forced to get food.
That's fair.
My microphone's
So
going to be off.
Giant snowstorm.
all the way up the north coast.
I got hit by it too.
Coast. There was a giant snowstorm that ended up turning into like rain near where my area was, like heavy cold rain. Didn't snow at all. Well, it kind of snowed, I think about it, there was snow, like at least a couple inches of snow on the ground, but it was like all slush by the time I had reached or touched down in the airport. I actually cut my toe on the see, I'm getting beat up the entire trip, so like I cut my toe and it started bleeding, so I had to go to the bathroom. Um on the pavement. Actually, no, it wasn't the pavement. It was like the kickstand for my like luggage.
Oh.
And I spliced it on that, and it
Oh.
hurt like a bitch. Um, and I was just hobbling through the airport looking for my dad because I'm like, where the fuck is my dad? Can't find my dad. And we were trying to like they kind of told him that he had to get out of the area unless there was someone like that he was picking up. So he had to come all the way back around again because of the fact that it was very, very dense. There was a lot of people coming off their planes to get picked up.
Right.
So oh, speaking of experiences, I got stuck in North Carolina because my
That's the last
first
place
flight
you want to get
that
stuck.
yeah, my first
Not
flight
really.
that took me to North Carolina made me miss my plane by half an hour. I watched the plane that I was supposed to get on pull out of the airport. I was crying, I was freaking out. I'm like, where the fuck am I gonna? I had to wait till 10 p.m. for my next flight. I was absolutely exhausted by the time I got to where the other airport. Which by the way, I'm in Connecticut. One of the worst states to live in. Especially if you aren't like a major historic buff. I just spit on my screen.
Which I am a major historic buff. Also, I'm back. I
Yeah.
chowed that down so I could get back because I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
Sir, that
Like-
snowstorm you were talking about? Here, it was thunder and lightning while it was snowing.
Oh, yeah,
it was a
that too,
thunder
that
snow.
too.
I had never seen one of those before until and I heard about it, and I'm like, that's probably a lie. That probably can't happen.
No,
The
that
stream is
actually
pretty
also
far
had
behind.
that also happened to me. Yeah, that's probably because you don't have it on latency mode.
Oh, yeah, true. I mean, also, I just want to mention because they just said historic buffs are cool. Yeah, I am. Because I'm a huge history buff. You can ask Arthur. I will literally rant about World War II and World War One in
Oh my
so
god,
much
she
detail.
did it all. She did it all last night. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
One of my
please
friends
put
even
a bowl
said...
under my brain.
Here's the thing.
I
One
was
of my
like-
friends even said a historic date. Just like, she would talk about this date over and over again as this thing. And I'm just sitting like, you got the year wrong. That was my only comment.
Yeah,
Not
that's
that it,
like-
that's the kind of person I am, but that's what I would correct. Which only furthers the fact that I'm a history buff.
It's like, first off, bitch, you got the date wrong. And also, blah, 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 blah. Just goes into a huge tangent.
I'm glad I went to sleep.
Yeah, oh my god. I was freaking out the entire time I was up in North Carolina. And
I remember that because you called.
Ironically, the same friend that I think she's talking about what offered to pick me up.
And just
because they were like
hang out
40
for a bit,
minutes from there. But yeah, like, it was probably one of the worst flying experiences I have ever had. The way there was fine. Also, I love your nails.
Thanks.
The way
It's all
there,
you right
I had
now.
no problems. Like,
Yeah, no, your flight
The
down
way-
here and like all that was actually like, really smooth.
no problems whatsoever. On the way back, missed flight. Had to wait till 10 p.m. for the next flight. Didn't get home till 2 in the morning.
Also, I just want to mention that like my way home and like the way there sucked, like driving you to the airport, it sucked. and you saw that a little bit with how much the car was like jerking around a bit and getting fogged up. On the way back, it was 3 times worse.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so I was just like, should I even drive back or should I just wait for like a next few hours? But I couldn't do that. I had to get home.
Yeah. It was just, I don't know. There was something about that, like I'm sure. Oh, you know what's another funny thing? Well, not really funny. It was kind of sad. Someone that was at the airport that I actually landed in my home state actually died of turbulence.
What?
Yeah. They got pulled off of the plane and died because of the turbulence. It was really, really bad on that plane.
Wait, like
you never told me this?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry, but like, I read the news because it was, well, I'll just say Bradley Airport, I think is what it's called.
Oh, damn.
There was a person that got pulled off the plane after it landed.
Jeez.
And was sent to the hospital.
That was on your plane or just the airport itself?
No. It was just the airport itself, not on my plane.
I thought it was the plane.
If it were on my plane, I probably would have passed out. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Because I can't deal with major turbulence because it gives me casually forgets to mention a death. Yeah. I had looked up because like I was concerned about like the turbulence on my flight.
Are you from the lesbian server as well?
Look, I'm guessing by that profile picture.
I can't really see the profile picture that much.
It's a little small for me.
It's actually really cute. Kind of reminds me.
Okay, I'm taking that as a yes.
It kind of reminds me of a character from a game I play, but I won't get into that.
Exodia, obliterate. Just fucking Yu-Gi-Oh.
God damn it! Shut up. So the person that was on that plane got pulled off immediately after the plane had landed because they were like completely passed out.
And they died.
And they died of the turbulence.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Sucked because
and to segue
out
of that and the Florida stuff, it was kind of sad because like not even like 3 weeks later, I had to go to a funeral for my uncle as well. I mean, so like a lot of things were happening for me personally on a personal level. A lot of things started happening, and then my hormones decided to finally start actually making like psychological changes to my brain waves. Is like how I'm gonna put that to like the way the neurons are firing and what exactly they're trying to fire for. So my entire brain has been thrown into just turbulent chaos as well. Mm-hmm. So you and I were dating before all that too. I mean, it's just like I just didn't know what was going on, and like that's not fair for me to be able to put you through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm glad we're able to just hang out and be friends still, because like a lot of the times that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still trying to, get through it because like me mentally I'm not okay. I'm a train wreck right now. And it's not anything to necessarily do with the breakup, but like
it's just everything else going on in your life as well. Like we both have a lot of
old lovers? No. Yes and no.
I mean, wait, hold up. How is it yes and no? Hold up.
I don't. Shut up. Okay, I brain does not compute half the time.
Obviously.
So. I do honestly miss Florida, and I still. Yeah. I feel bad because I feel like I gave like bad juju to like the whole situation with your uncle passing away. I feel like.
I mean, not really.
Not necessarily that it was my fault, but like I felt like because like I was very depressed when I left.
Yeah.
And I feel like that sort of vibe. Like that vibe, I don't know if it like transferred over.
Yeah. Also, I think I should mention, just for the chat, this Florida visit was in, February, right?
Yeah, February.
Yeah. And how long has it been since everything else?
I don't know.
Wow, it's already been like a month. It's already been like a month and a half.
About 2 months. About 2 months.
Well, no, since my uncle passed.
Oh, yeah. That was about a month then, yeah.
It's been over. Actually, no, yeah. My uncle passed like a week later. Not even. So.
Yeah.
Wow.
I felt so bad for your mom, though. Like, she was in tears. She was a wreck.
Yeah.
She still kind of is, but I won't go into that.
Yeah, no, that's not something we go in. That's personalized.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into that. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just been over the course of 3 months. Is all of I'm about to go into like 3 months worth of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just something that's like, oh, there's a lot to unpack here. But yeah, no, my brain started to go wacko. And so, like, a lot of who I am is still being figured out again as well. I mean, that turbulence is not fun.
You know, I don't mean to, like, put this in, like, the mix, whatever. I'm playing, well, not right now, but I play a game called Genshin Impact. And it talks about stuff like that, like, how people can lose themselves.
Ashie, you've been oddly quiet this whole time.
I'm just vibing, listening.
You're just here.
Arthur, you're talking about Genshin Impact as if people don't know what it is.
Yeah.
No, some people don't. So, because, like, they don't play the game itself.
I think everyone's probably heard of the name by now.
Yeah.
Yes. There's like this part of the... I don't want to spoil it. But a part of the story is that...
Spoilers.
There's 3 people that, like, I'm sorry. I'm at the point where it's the Shogun, Raiden Shogun lady.
Oh, so nervous.
Inazuma. And she is on this sort of thing where she's taking away everyone's visions, which are these, like, elemental powers that you have or, like, blessed by the gods or whatever. And there's a theory going on there where if their visions are taken away, so are their ambitions.
Right.
So, like, memories, what they identified with, stuff like that. Like, that's kind of what...
Look at the chat.
I can't... Shut up. That's kind of what you're going through. So you aren't sure where you are at this point. Like, you're still, like, trying to figure things out now.
Right. Hold up.
And Jin never heard of it?
Jay, you've never... Have you actually... Wait, I'm
I
trying to think of
think she's being sarcastic.
Oh. Okay.
There's a winky face at the end.
Oh, sure, yeah, you're right. Don't do shit.
Yeah. You can shut up.
Kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
I want. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I want to play all the way through it. The two games that I was able to play were the ones on the DS.
Oh, I just got
which were recoded. Oh, jeez. Yeah. There was recoded and then 358 over... I think it's 358 over 2 days. I think is what it's called. Which is like the Actually, a lot of people liked that one. A lot of people liked that one.
I watched my ex play through all of the Kingdom Hearts games, and after he played through the last one, he was in tears for like weeks.
Oh,
and I was
which one? Like
the last one. Yeah.
My brother
Kingdom
was
Hearts
just like,
3.
What the hell?
Yeah, like
there's only
4's been confirmed to be in production.
Oh, yes. three. But
yes, 3.
He like was in like a depressive pit for like weeks.
Really?
And I was like,
Kingdom Hearts gets really
and
deep.
I was like, are you okay? He's like, no, absolutely not. I'm not okay. And I'm like, all right, relax.
And the fact that it's still got Disney aspects to it is just like, how are you crying? Well, you kind of old Disney, you would cry your eyes out over like Bambi. God, I was like,
I cried watching Aladdin.
Yo, freaking Aladdin was dope.
Like my stepmom, and I, while I was a kid, we were like watching Aladdin together. I'm sobbing, and my stepmom's like, Ashley, what's the matter? And I was like, it's not fair. The prince is supposed to get the princess. This isn't fair. I'm sobbing, and my stepmom is killing herself laughing.
There is
never lets me live it down.
30-second delay on the stream.
Yeah, I know. You gotta put it in low latency mode.
Yeah, I just decided
can do that
next time.
I can help fix that next time, but
yeah, but yeah. Oh yeah, Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, that was definitely that. Yeah.
But yeah. So we started talking about food, and now we're on this. Oh, you want to know the Stitch stuff? Give me a moment.
Hey, no, not fair. I don't have a
I have to be careful because of my nails, but still.
My ex bought me a Stitch that's like, you know the sleepy ones, but they're big. The stuffies. He bought me one of those.
Stitch was confirmed dead. Like, it's actually been confirmed. Stitch died at the end of Lilo and Stitch and just came back to life through the power of Ohana.
And then, wait.
I'm sorry.
And then
what?
My ex and I broke up and I never got the
Doro.
It's been like 2.5 years.
I'm trying to figure out who Doro is. Is Doro just a person?
Finish Horizon.
Okay, it's thrown us from the seats. I'm bringing in all the views. I'm bringing in all the views.
Hi Jay, hi Sasha. This is like that situation where it's like, hi Larry, hi Gary. Project Nexus? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna get into that because every time we talk about it, Rachel goes crazy.
Oh god, yeah.
But she's not here right now, so yay!
Yeah, when you said Nexus, I was like, wait a minute, because I actually had a person on the old stuff who watched all of it named Nexus.
Yeah.
And like, I am not going to go into that.
Nezu.
Yeah, I was just like, oh god. Like, you gave me a miniature heart attack there for a moment.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
I wanted to backpedal on Kingdom Hearts because I only ever got to play those 2 games on the DS.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't really associate it with my ex, but my ex
don't get
absolutely
sleep. Keep my views up.
Not you. I'm talking about my other ex.
Oh no, I was saying because if you look at the chat, doing some chat engagement, you fucking pleb.
Oh, sorry. I'm not looking at the chat right now.
Yeah.
My ex absolutely hated Kingdom Hearts, and I absolutely adored Kingdom Hearts. He actually told me at Final Kingdom Hearts and was basically so Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts are like made by the same company.
No,
Final Fantasy was actually supposed to be the final game that branch or that company ever made.
That Square Enix made.
Because it became so popular, they were able to then pump out a bunch of other game series, Kingdom Hearts being one of them. Now, what he told me is that Kingdom Hearts is what is able to create more Final Fantasy games because they get so much money from Kingdom Hearts.
So why do you gotta hate on Kingdom Hearts then?
Right.
Because he didn't like the play style of it. It's still it's basically Final Fantasy, but like more interactive.
I guess.
See, I wouldn't
And
know.
Disney,
I don't play either
just
of them.
Disney. So Final Fantasy is a turn-based
I know
system.
what it is. No, I know what it is.
Kingdom Hearts, you just everywhere.
Kingdom
with the
Hearts is a
Keyblade. You're
turn-based
just
hack and
like,
slash, while Final Fantasy is just a turn-based RPG. Not
Which I like
stupid.
both series. I like both series, but I think a lot of people kind of started because, like, I know 15 wasn't very well received. They're like, they sent out a demo. People were like, "Oh my god, this is so cool! This is so cool," and they didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
The squeaky hammer was cool.
One thing about
That's
just
what
gaming
happened
in
with
general.
That's what happened with No Man's Sky too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
there was
been
a lot of
happening a lot
hype.
recently.
There was a lot of hype for that game, and then they just didn't deliver.
Yeah.
Like it's been happening a lot recently where games have been promised to be so good and then they're just shit.
That's one of the biggest fears, is because that's been a trend. Nintendo hasn't hit that part of the trend yet. Because they started it with the Wii U. That's when they did that part.
Mm-hmm.
That's what everyone is so terrified with of this new Breath of the Wild, is that that's what's going to happen. And you guys can be rest assured, when it comes out, it's going to be streamed here, by the way. Just letting you guys know. It's either going to be streamed or recorded on this channel.
I'm so scared to see what their next console is going to be, because the Switch was really good, but I'm worried that they're going to fall off. Because
we already know what their next console is going to be. It is going to be a Switch 2. Because Switch is still early enough. It's going to be a play on the Switch. Right, it's going to be another variant of the Switch. It's just going to be a lot. Oh, I turned that into Do Not Disturb, you piece of garbage. Go back into it. There we go.
Yeah, I don't even know much information on the whole. You know what? Because Switch is semi-competing with Steam Deck, but I don't really think Steam Deck is doing as well as it could be.
No.
Mm-mm. They don't advertise and market it the way that the Switch was marketed.
Right. Yeah. So the Steam Deck they're not expecting the Steam Deck to compete with the Switch. They're expecting it to compete with the likes of a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, and it's not even competing, it's more of go hand in hand. People are going to get Steam on their computers. They're going to look at, the Steam Deck. I can play some of my games on the go. Like GTA, for example. It actually runs pretty well on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
And now you go to your friend's house, you get an internet connection. Now you can go ahead and play this game where now instead of having to bring an entire computer or desktop or whatever it is, you can just bring a system. It is not trying to compete in the way that everyone thinks it is. Yeah.
I want to get one, but I know I will never have that kind of money to get one. And I'm also going to be.
House.
Don't we all?
I already have a car. At some point, it's just shit.
Yeah,
I just want a car in general.
Though. Also, I just want to say that this one's going a lot by a lot faster than the last one, because the last one it felt like we were talking for an hour, and we're already getting close to that 50-minute mark.
Yeah. What was I saying?
I try not to have the streams go on for too long, because I know no one wants to sit here for like 3 hours just listening to people talk.
That's not necessarily true. There are people that will watch streams that are like go for like 6 hours. I've seen people do that on Twitch.
Right, but that's a bit different. That you're like going into it going, oh, this is going to be a 6-hour thing of like bouncing off back and forth between the chat and not. A podcast is different. A podcast you're signing up for short. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's also that I want to get back to talking to the other people as well.
Yeah. No, that's fine. The thing with podcasts is depending on the group that you are doing the podcast with, it can be boring as fuck to go more than an hour, or extremely awesome to go for like 2 to 3 hours.
Right, and that's
like,
it's also that I have to be wary because like I have to do time management stuff because I have a full-time job.
Yeah, that's fair.
So do I.
Yeah, but your job's shit. I mean, if you want to go into the drama of your job on the stream, go.
I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued.
That's fair.
Just know that.
Just know that there's a
it's
crap ton
bad.
of drama there that would make for really good content, but we
Like
can't
huge
go
content. Huge content.
Like we
but
could
I
easily
can't...
talk about it for an entire. We could fill up an entire hour.
Name
with that
dropping
drama.
would literally get her ass. Literally, name dropping anything would get her ass fucking annihilated.
And
I know, and like I've signed contracts, and like my name is tied to the company. I can't.
Yeah.
I know the CEO of my company. I can't say anything.
No, you can't. At that point,
Jay
yeah,
said, I agree. It depends on who's participating in the podcast.
Yeah, and the thing is,
So,
like, the other thing I want to do with this is, because what would be really cool to have is get other people in on the podcast as well, never exceeding more than like 5 people. But
yeah,
also,
obviously,
like but like if
like the size of a
say,
D&D party.
But let's say you or Ashie isn't able to do this on the day. I would be able to say, hey, this person, do you want to go and do this with us? Here's what, kind of what's going on. And like, or saying, hey, you want to just join 3 of us? Because it would, I think it would just really help to bring in that extra
Special
person every
guests,
once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's something that like, because like I know I'm going to be here for all of it because unfortunately none of us have actually said, screw it, let's just make a channel for it. It's essentially at this point, if we do this for a 3rd time, it's going to just be hosted on my channel at that point.
I think at some point I can get a channel together. It's just a matter of...
Oh, I could too. It's just a matter of making a new email and then devoting time to building
I
that
have like a shit ton.
thing.
I have a shit ton of emails, so I could literally just pull one out of my ass and be like, "Here, this is what it's going to be associated with," and then bam, it's there. But I think what we really need to work on is coming up with our group's name, which we don't have a name for our group yet.
Yeah,
it's just literally Mage Gear right now.
Yeah. You're welcome, people. It's me. Which, like, the thing is that if we ever have a rotating cast of, like, who's on it and who's not...
I just kind of had a aha moment and thought of something very interesting. So, like, going...
No, just look at the chat.
I saw the chat. I'm like, what? No!
And
no,
with the
bad.
Topics,
Band hammer. No, I'm kidding.
The only reason... the only reason we don't do topics is because we don't want to be limited. Because as you just saw, we went from talking about food to talking about the past to talking about video games. And it keeps it more fluid so other topics can just be waved in.
Yeah.
Because with me, if I stick to one topic, I can talk about anything for a long period of time. It helps me not...
get the cool bit. Actually, I was thinking of using something along the lines of, like, cogs or, like, gears, like, just to be, like... So, like, something to do with, like, gears, because, like, there's 3 of us, so we could do something like...
But the problem is that because I go by the association of Mage Gear, now by doing that, you're purely putting it as in, I am the master behind all of this, and it's
you're the one that basically said, fuck it. Yeah, but you said, you're literally the one that said, fuck it, we're doing a podcast.
And I am the one that basically...
So it's kind of...
And that's the other reason why I'm thinking of maybe just keep it hosted on my channel and just promote your guys' channel up. Because I'm sitting over here, I have 62 subscribers. I already have and like if I get back to posting regularly, I'm trying to get content put out to where I will have a total of 4 hours of things to watch every single week, if I can.
I'm still trying to figure out my schedule, so like I don't really know. Like I am editing every single day, pretty much of this week. Well, not this week. I did editing yesterday, but
Goddamn, Jay.
um,
Ouch. I mean,
in
you're
any
not
case,
wrong. I am a manager, which is very different than the other thing. But yeah, no, my watch just went
3
over.
cogs in a gear. No.
But yeah, no, it's definitely something we gotta look at though, because where we host it and how we present ourselves is very important. And I think even just having a central figurehead, like if you take Distractable for example, their name and association is one thing. Everyone knows that they're all working together.
Yeah.
But if Wade or Bob or any of them really got traded out, Mark would be, if Mark left, a lot of people would leave Distractable. And that's really sad to say. But it just becomes, there's a fan favorite that everyone gets and latches onto in a whole that makes it to where that person, them leaving, could really hurt. And I want to be able to avoid that, but I also know that it's inevitable because human nature, they want to latch on. And right now, the whole thing
it's realistic. Realistically, yeah.
Right.
They names associates. No.
The thing is, we gotta find something that rolls off the tongue as well. And I think that's something that, like, I don't want to say a company meeting because that's funny and that's just not what we are. We're not a company.
Business meeting? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what we're kind of going into right now, and I think that's something that'd be better left to off a live stream.
Yeah, obviously.
But the specifics of like how people react to certain things is something we could talk about easily, because I do also study psychology, which is why I'm such a bitch. No.
I just saw myself stick my tongue out. I'm like, ew. Gross. Why did I do that?
But yeah, and that's the thing is like, it's interesting to find that people latch on to a certain character. And now a lot of people, like on TV shows, for example, they have different favorite characters. But when you have like a cast of a crew, that's fine. I'll probably end up talking to you later, Jay. So, oh well. They can say bye. I know I'm going to talk to you again. But yeah.
I know technically
Ashie,
I'm a guy.
To add on to this? Because like, this has been your quiet episode.
I know.
She's just staring off into space, like thinking.
No, I'm applying for jobs while I'm listening to this.
That's fair.
Because
the gears are turning in her head. No, I'm kidding.
God damn.
I can't even. Wow.
The cogs of the machine. No. But yeah.
Yo.
And the thing is that, like, even on things like the Try Guys, for example, everyone had different characters that the different people that they liked, and then they had to get rid of a person. Their numbers during the drama saw an increase because of the drama, but afterwards they've seen a steady decrease of people that watch the old stuff into the new stuff without knowing about the drama. So it's definitely something that if you look at from that aspect, it's difficult when you have to make a decision like that.
Yeah.
But, and the thing is, like, people are going to latch on to a certain person.
Obviously, it's realistic. People have favoritism. People have certain emotions that they connect with a person, like a role model or someone that they look up to.
And the thing I think would be interesting about this is that, like, if we did this as just a recording, we could get by doing so much more. But I like the live streaming aspect of it right now.
Yeah.
And I think for a bit while we build things up, we can definitely do the live streaming, and then after the fact, just go into our own thing. Once we actually have a groundwork set up, once we have more of the basis and stuff set up. But it's just interesting to see how the analytics play out. And I know this isn't like the whole story time stuff that everyone likes to listen to.
Story time! No, I'm kidding.
Story time.
Story time.
The fact that I can impersonate that so somewhat effectively is weird.
Story time. No, I'm kidding.
Adventure time. Come on, grab your copyright.
No. Stop.
But yeah, no. We're probably going to end this soon just because it's been an hour. And we're kind of running out of the topics to talk about that isn't within just the three of us right now.
I want to just explain. I want to like go over like what each of our channels does. So
Yeah,
like
so let's go back
well,
over that.
basically ours are all pretty much just Let's Play channels at this point. But
I mean, mine is going to be a mix of things because I'm going to be experimenting
Yeah.
with a lot of things if I can.
yeah,
I want to start doing Let's Play. I want to start doing arts and crafts. I want to do face-to-face with the public kind of stuff. I have so
Yeah.
much. Also, you can see the reflection of my computer in my glasses, and it sucks.
yeah.
But
You
the
can
thing
see
is,
the
like,
one in mine, but
Yeah. Ashie, get some fucking
Name.
glasses, you noob.
where? Oh shit! I cannot see. Holy fuck!
But yeah, that's the interesting thing is that my channel, I purged all of things. They were privated or deleted. There was no in between. My
I did
stuff
that
is
too.
not there. But like you're still
I
uploading.
got-
I haven't
yeah.
gotten back to that. The only things people can see on my channel right now is the live stream, the podcast specifically. And I
Yeah.
want to get back into doing some of the other stuff. But right now,
So-
this is what I can make time for.
So with my channel, not to like completely derail
Also, I'm
from
gonna
this,
sync out here.
I wanted to explain. So how I do things, I split my channel off to a separate channel for all like my art and writing stuff. But I haven't done much on that. I have to fix all the I have to fix all the videos on there because like it's just speed draws and then like a couple of live streams that I forgot to like get rid of. But on my main channel, which is my gaming channel, I do a lot of Animal Crossing is one of my ones that I do right now. But I do Pokemon. I did Last Day on Earth for a bit. And I haven't really gotten back in. I just finished well, not finished. Did I finish that? No, I didn't. I haven't finished editing my Pokemon episode yet, but I want to get back into Pokemon and back into other games, like experiment with other games, but I haven't gotten around to that yet because hey, I'm very depressed. I'm going through a lot right now. Yes, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Horizon to be specific. I wish I could do New Leaf, but I don't have like I'm very dumb when it comes to emulators. So I can't really do that right now. I have to get my friend Rachel to help me with that. And what else do I do? Like I said, I'm actually a writer. I am going to college to be a creative writer and or / English teacher, depending on where I go on my journey there. But I do have a separate channel where I put all my writing stuff because I don't want to like put it all into like one thing. Also, we can't hear you, Michaela.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, hi.
Hi.
All right, Ashie. You want to explain your channel,
yeah,
even
go on.
though you haven't uploaded?
Yeah, go
for
on,
a bit?
Ashie.
This is just the channel that I have linked to my email, but I do upload stuff with my boyfriend Sam on a different channel because he wanted me to have a
Yes.
hobby.
And is that the
So,
channel you gave
yeah.
me to link to, or is that a different one?
No,
that's
this
a
is
different
just
channel.
this is just
So you linked the
the one
proper
link to my
you
email.
and Sam channel, right?
no.
Ah, God.
She gave you.
I was trying to get people to
No.
go over to that channel to subscribe.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, it's
I'll get the right one later.
Couples Gaming or something, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke right now of Heart Gold.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I'm sad.
Oh, don't feel obligated to watch it, but
I want to because I love Nuzlocks.
Yeah.
I
wanna get
am
back into
horrible
doing
at
that.
Nuzlocks, but
Same.
There's an episode of Doors, like the Roblox game, that I have been editing for the past 6 months because I just don't want to edit.
Jeez. That's
Um,
fair.
and
Be like me and use a shitty program. No, I'm kidding.
no,
Or
Sam
be
will
like
not let
me.
me use a shitty program. I have to use Adobe Premiere.
Bro.
Yikes.
If you
Yeah,
were, see,
so-
here's the thing. If I was getting paid to do it, I would do it for you guys. And because the thing, I love the background stuff of streaming and recording and editing. I love the background stuff. Like recording videos is great and all.
Yeah.
But I love being like a manager type position. Like if I could get my channel to be a collaborative thing, like game theory, food theory, and all that is, I would eventually just take a back seat and let other people do their thing, and I would handle all the managerial stuff like merge, planning, and everything else because I love doing that stuff.
Yeah. I also kind of like doing that, but at the same time, I'm kind of having a burnout right now because, like, I was uploading daily, and then I had a lot of shit go down in my life, so I have been losing motivation. Oh, it's not your fault.
Well,
I have other shit going on.
No, I know. But yeah, so we're all basically
I just got
gamers.
ChatGPT to write a cover letter for me, and it's actually really good.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh, you use the ChatGPT thing?
It's so easy. I just put because I needed to write a cover letter, so I put all my work experience in and my high school level education. It wrote the entire thing for me.
Nice. But yeah, that's probably gonna wrap it up for today.
Yeah.
I want to thank everyone who watched this and came from the server, and I'll probably go into there as well and thank them. But for you that are still here, I really do want to thank you for actually giving the content a try. I know the support is really helpful to have. Because, like, I never really did much. I tried networking before as into other things that already were uploading and busy. And now it's just, this was probably my most viewed thing on one point in a while. Because I used to do the Twitch stuff, which I'll get in. I need to make a video for myself, for the channel itself. I need to do that anyway. But yeah, I just want to thank everyone who came out and watched the thing today. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you next time we actually plan doing this.
I'm free whenever.
All right, maybe next hour. No, not next hour. We did our thing for the day.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say, or are we good to go?
Well, we should not right now, but we can do this off stream. So, thanks for coming, everyone.
Yeah.